Welcome to Listertainment, the channel with the most deceptive name in all of YouTube. So recently, many of us have seen some delayed knockouts in boxing and in the UFC. So today, I wanted to take a look at these types of knockouts that many people can't believe. People cannot fathom how a fighter can get hit so hard, but only fall down after a couple of seconds have passed. For example, the Hoya fight versus Hopkins, where many people said that Oscar had taken a dive in that fight, but that shot looks like a pretty good hit to the liver, which as you will see is one of the punches that causes the most delayed knockouts. If you happen to enjoy this video, please give it a like so we can satisfy the like-loving slut that is the algorithm. Also, please make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Let's get started. Pernell Whitaker was one of the great fighters in his era. The only downside that people criticized him for was his lack of power, which didn't give fans a lot of entertainment. But his defense could provide the entertainment you needed. In 1990, he fought against Juan Nazario, and his power came through that day.
Hit him up, come on, Pete.
Not gonna make it. This is a first-round knockout for Pernell Whitaker.
Whitaker actually became the undisputed champion in the lightweight division. Even this knockout sort of gives credence to the fact that he didn't have a lot of power in his lightning-fast hands. But the way Nazario took that punch and kinda reacted like he just kinda got stung by a bee, like thinking, what the hell just happened? Then when he tried to advance, his leg just didn't react, and he hit the canvas. You know, the incredible thing here is that Whitaker threw the final punch and changed its direction midway following Nazario's dropping head, and it landed perfectly. This might be the longest delayed knockout you will ever see, and it just happened recently. Barbosa was fighting against Shane Burgos when he delivered a devastating combination that took almost 5 seconds for Burgos to actually go down.
Wait a minute, the two-piece hit this man with a delayed knockout, had him backpedaling like a linebacker in coverage.
According to doctors who have reviewed the video, they have said that Burgos suffered a very rare delayed concussion, which is what caused him to have such a delayed reaction. You gotta give a lot of credit to Barbosa, cause he landed an amazing combination with a jab, a duck, and a right cross like he thought was going to drop Burgos right away, as he backed up and dropped his hands, kind of surprised that Burgos was still standing. But he was right the whole time, as Burgos just tumbled down completely, getting knocked out. Just recently, we had the great fight between two undefeated boxers in Luis Nery and Brandon Figueroa, with Figueroa coming out on top with a delayed knockout of Nery in the 7th round on a non-stop punishing fight. This fight was freaking crazy. Both fighters basically forgot all about their defense and were just throwing punches with reckless abandon. But Figueroa had better conditioning and landed the better punches that ultimately took down Nery with a body shot that took a few seconds for it to shut down Nery's body and not get up before the count of 10.
There's been a subtle shift in this round. Under a minute.
After that punch, you could see Nery's face in agony, and he still tried to throw another punch, but he was completely drained by that punch that landed square in the perfect position. Mike Tyson had knockouts of all types with his amazing punching power, but the one that kind of took some time to take full effect was when he fought against Trevor Berbick.
Bangs the body. Wow, that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a right left hook, and he goes down.
Man, that was a left hook to Berbick's forehead, which you wouldn't necessarily see as a knockout punch. But that punch took Berbick's legs from him, so after he fell down, after the delayed reaction, he was unable to get up and was really wobbly. This was the night where Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion by taking out the champ in kind of a weird way. If Berbick wasn't hurt by that punch, he really got hurt when the back of his head slammed against the canvas. The way he fell, you wouldn't have thought that he would be able to get up at all, but he still tried, which adds to the dramatic ending. Charles Oliveira just became the UFC lightweight champion by winning an amazing fight against Michael Chandler. But way back in 2012, he faced off against Cub Swanson and unfortunately got caught with a punch that took a while to take effect.
And that went off. Oh, good right hand over the top. And he's hurt. Yeah, he's done. And it is all over.
Oliveira is a freaking amazing fighter with incredible finishes, but he also has this 3-second delayed knockout on his record, and that is always weird to see in any fight. Swanson was kind enough to not jump on Oliveira and deliver additional punishment because the ref was kind of far away and he could have easily clobbered him some more. This reminds me of when you hold the power button on your computer, as it takes a couple of seconds to fully shut off. As soon as the signal was cut to his head, he stopped moving and just dropped hard. This is what I imagine the future holds when we all have our own personal robots. Now we have the classic perfectly placed shot to the liver delivered by the champion Alexander Dimitrenko in his 2008 boxing fight against Luan Krasnicki.
K.O.-Sieg kurz vor Ende der dritten Runde. Dimitrenko hat seinen Herausforderer Luan, den Löwen Krasnicki, gejagt und erlegt.
I don't know what will hurt Krasnicki more after he watches the replay. The pain and desperation he must have felt after that devastating punch, or the fact that Dimitrenko is freaking laughing in his face all the way to his corner. Most of the time you see these guys taking that body shot and think that they will be able to survive by just backing up and resetting. But it is so amazing to see this delayed reaction that just shuts down your body and there's nothing you can do but take a knee. As much as there is a delay for it to start hurting, it also lasts a surprisingly long time since so many fighters fail to beat the count. This exchange kind of shows how important body shots can be and why fighters should never forget to throw them. Michael Perez was fighting against Miguel Rodriguez and he took 3 punches in this combination, but only had to deliver 1 in order to win the fight. At any other time, that would have been a great combination by Rodriguez. A jab, a left hook to the body, and a left hook upstairs. But Perez decided that instead of putting a combination together, that he would just take 1 shot perfectly placed and it worked to perfection. Also pay attention to the round. It's only the first round with less than a minute into the fight. These guys are still at their full conditioning, but a perfect body shot can be killer. Now we have a pretty confusing one in this fight between Nick Diaz and Paul Daly. Nick Diaz is delivering his shots and appears to have hurt Daly against the fence, but out of nowhere, Daly delivers a great combination that appears to stun Diaz. I really thought that Daly was going to push Diaz away and just start blasting him, but in that exchange, Diaz also landed a great right cross that just took a couple of seconds to take full effect and made Daly lose control of his legs. Daly was like, what the hell just happened? I guess I'm going down. Ricardo Lopez ended his career without ever losing a single fight, and that includes his amateur career. So as I include him here, you know that he's the one delivering a delay-causing shot against a la Edito Villamor. That looks like a great misdirection uppercut that looked like it was going to the body, but landed squarely on Villamor's face and caused a disruption in his brain that took him down after about 2 seconds of him not knowing what just happened. You could see his left knee buckle after that punch, but he fought to lock it up again. But the next step never happened, as he just kind of drops like he's throwing himself on the couch after a long day's work. We've seen the 5-second delayed knockout of Burgos early in this list, but now we have an almost 9-second delayed knockout of the champion Calcor Galaxy by the challenger Luisito Lindo Espinosa.
ตอนนี้เขาคอเป็นฝ่ายเดินโดนฮุกซ้ายไปแล้วเขาคอเดินตามไปตามมาเขาไม่ยอมแล้วตอนนี้โดนเขาที่กกหูทีชักเจ็บเหมือนกัน แล้วหมัดของหลุยส์เซียโต้นี่คมไม่ใช่เล่น
So watching this knockout, it's obvious that many people assume that there had to be a fix in this fight, because this is way too long of a delayed reaction. Also, I say 9-second delay because that's how long ago the last punch was, but the really hard punch happened about 20 seconds before this. No one is really sure what happened in this fight, but regardless, it appears to be the most delayed knockout of all time. And if it was truly the left hook 20 seconds before this that did the damage, this is an incredible reaction and should probably be studied, cause holy crap, that is weird. Maybe that's when he saw the sign to end the fight and made a terrible decision to go down during a time of inactivity. Guys, let me know in the comments which type of knockout excites you the most. These delayed ones, or the ones where the fighters get wobbly legs, or the ones where they just drop to the ground, completely out of it. I kind of like the one and done knockouts. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time.